Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G, and in today's episode of Jobless to Greatness, we are very much back in the jobless part of this save. We are looking for another job after being sacked by Peterborough Sports, and hopefully we can get one reasonably quick because there are jobs available, and we are going to look probably to stay in non-league in England, and there are 4 jobs available. I think Southend and Oldham Athletic are probably above where we would be trying to get, but first one that piqued my interest was Kidderminster Harriers, because they've just been relegated from the National League, so they will be coming down to the next tier next season. And if we look at their bank balance, not too bad. Their reputation is okay. You know, they have a couple of decent players in the squad, so we're going to apply for that job with Kidderminster and see could we get started with them. They will just be relegated to as well, so they should be actually favourites to go back up. And then the other one is Oxford City, who also got relegated from the National League. We'll have a look at the table just to see where both those clubs finished. So Kidderminster finished in 22nd, 5 points off safety. Oxford City finished rock bottom on 31 points. So definitely a big job to rebuild them. You can see their bank balance is not great, they're in debt. Reputation not as high as Kidderminster. So maybe it's more likely to get that job. So we're going to apply for those 2 jobs. And at the moment, I think we'll leave it at just those 2 jobs to apply. Oldham Athletic and Southend, I think, are above where we are at the moment, especially after getting relegated. There are a couple of jobs available in Northern Ireland, a couple of a job available in Wales too. We may look at those later on in the summer if we can't find a job. But at the moment, we've applied for Kidderminster and for Oxford City. Well, 20 days later, Kidderminster Harriers have finally made a decision, and they have decided not to give us an interview. They are going with other candidates, so yeah, that's one job ticked off the list. We won't be going to Kidderminster. Still waiting to hear back from Oxford City. They haven't made a decision. No other real jobs of interest available yet. I am keeping an eye to see if other jobs come up in maybe other countries if we need to move outside of England. But at the moment, waiting to see if Oxford City will give us an interview. Just 2 days later, and we have been given a job interview at Oxford City. So we're going to take this interview. Jake Hurst is the chairman, and we will attend the interview, and let's see how we get on. The board are pleased that you have taken the time to attend today. There are a few questions we would like to ask to see if you are the manager we want to take the club forward. It's great to be here. Let's get started, Jake. Let's go for it. You have very little managerial experience, and that obviously concerns me a little. Can you explain why that is? Well, because I only started on my career. I'm pretty new to management, so I lack experience, but make up to it in other ways. Yes, definitely make up for it. You've already been relegated once. Don't remind me, Jake. During your brief managerial career, can you explain the circumstances surrounding that? Well, we all knew we were in for a rough season that year, and unfortunately, we won't know. It's happened once. I was able to learn from it. Yeah, that's the answer I go for. It's happened once. I intend to learn from it. It's not going to happen again, Jake. Can you handle the step up this job would represent? Well, you've just been relegated, Jake, so you're actually going to be in the same league. Can't give him that answer though. Yeah, football is football. At the end of the day, I'm more than capable of doing well here. It's fair to say you failed to live up to expectations at your former club. A bit harsh. Why weren't you able to produce the goods? I think we did well as we could. Yeah, did well as we could in the circumstances. Are you able to ease our worries about losing the backing of your players and the subsequent airing of the dirty laundry in public? There will be no problems, Jake, like that in the dressing room. I give you a promise. Are you willing to assure us that you do a better job of maintaining a good dressing room atmosphere here than previous managers did? Yeah, I promise to do that, Jake. Absolutely. As part of the recruitment process, we are willing to allow you to request changes to our backroom staff, as well as the chance to request any new staff. What size budget? Let's see. I'd like a budget in place for me to make small budget to allow me to make some modifications. That will do me happy enough. And here's the long-term vision they're looking for. They want to sign players under the age of 23 with the first team. We can do that. Work within the wage budget. Yep. So they want to maintain a National League South, I think it'll be top half finish next season. That's not too bad. They want to do that every season. So not too ambitious here at Oxford. They just want to stay in the top half of the league they've just been relegated to. And I'd be very happy with that. And that is, we're not expecting anything of you this season. We'll discuss next season objective at a later date. Okay, I understand. We'll move on. Do you have anything to request? No requests from me at this moment, Jake. And that is the interview done and dusted. So we leave the interview with Oxford City, and that could be the role we take up. We just have to wait and now see if we get a job offer. Well, a couple of days later, we have got a message back from Jake Hurst, the chairperson at Oxford City, and he wants to know our request for backroom staff changes. That's a good sign of us getting the job. So we're going to see what changes. We're going to suggest some changes we might make. And let's see, assistant manager Daniel Russello, who was at Peterborough, wasn't great. Let's see, is our assistant manager any better? Can we compare the two? Yeah, better assistant manager here at this club. I don't think we're going to make too many big changes. Let's see, head physio. Do we have a physio at Oxford? Can we look at that? Check their staff, senior squad, head physio, chief. We don't actually have a physio on its own, so we might bring over Kelly Rayner, who was the physio at Peterborough Sports, just to fill that position for now. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. So that's the changes we're going to make for the backroom staff at the moment. I think when we get in there, we can have another look round and make changes. But for now, that's the changes we've suggested, and we still wait to see if we get the job offer. And the following day, the job offer has come in, and we are going to join Oxford City on a 1-year contract for £275 per week, so an increase on what we were on at Peterborough Sports. No transfer budget, a wage budget of £6,250 per week. Probably have to work to get that, players in on loan and etc. But yeah, they just want a top half finish in the National League South for the next season. So we are happy enough with that. We're going to take this job, our second job in this save. We're going to take it at Oxford City. We finalised the deal. We agreed to the contract. The job offer has been accepted. And there we have it. We are back in employment at Oxford City. Our second job is with them. Oxford City have today confirmed the appointment of FM24 as their club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the 34-year-old who has recently spent time away from football, not that long, only a month, and he is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at the Raw Charging Stadium. I think it's the Raw Charging Stadium, could be RAW, don't know. G&G struggled at Peterborough Sports and was eventually sacked. I think actually done okay, but yeah, I will now be hoping for a better experience upon taking the Oxford City post. He replaces previous manager Ross Jenkins, and yeah, we look at that. He's brought Kelly Rayner to Oxford City from Peterborough to join his staff, and Oxford City were relegated last season, finishing bottom of the National League, and won 1, lost 2, and drawn 2 of the last 5 games. So yeah, and there is what Oxford City is looking like. They were knocked out in the 4th round of the FA Cup, knocked out in the 3rd round of the FA Trophy, and finished 24th. Club's history: they have won Issaman First Division title and won Spartan South Midlands Football League. So yeah, not much in terms of trophy. Maybe we can change that. But yeah, our finances are okay. Transfer budget of nothing, and we have a stadium of 3,000 built in 1997. So media prediction was come last, so they did come last. So yeah. Look at the squad there. 4-4-2 is the suggestion from the director of football. Could be something we'll play. A couple of players in on loan who will probably be leaving, especially Aidan Kyle, who's on loan from Watford. Interesting player. He looks very decent for this level. Wonder would he come back on loan for another season? That's something we'll look at. And there's the objections again. Just the top half finish is what they want for this season, and let's hope we can pull that off. In terms of the supporters, they want to get the better of Banbury United if we happen to play against them. Banbury, of course, the club who finished ahead of us and sent us down with Peterborough Sports, so a bit of a rivalry there anyway. And top half finish is also what the fans want. So not too demanding. Yes, we will meet the media in a couple of days, but that is our job here at Oxford City. We are in employment again. We look at the squad like we did at Peterborough. We look at the best players, and up first it's Zach McEachran, who Oxford City player, started at Oxford City, left them to go to Banbury, back now at Oxford, and he looks pretty okay for this level. 11 dribbling, 11 long shots, 11 passing. That's pretty decent. Anticipation of 13. 15 work rate, which is good. Acceleration 11, balance 13, stamina 10. But he looks pretty decent for this level, so we can definitely get him into our midfield. Next up, Aidan Kyle is that player who's on loan from Watford, and yeah, he looks pretty decent in the mentals there. Decisions, concentration, composure and aggression, 13, 11s and 12s. So yeah, wonder would he come back for another season on loan from Watford. We'll see about that. Try and get him back. And our third best player is another centre back in Andre Burley, who heading of 11, marking 10, tackling 10. He looks decent for this level now. Natural fitness 16, jump and reach 11, 5'11" though, a bit short, but yeah, he could be someone we have in the squad. He has a slight concern of wanting to leave the club due to relegation, which could be an issue. But if we look at our squad in total, there is only 18 in it. So yeah, we need to build a few into that squad over time and try and build it. Do we have a youth team? We do. We have an under 21 team, which is a bit of a help, and we have an under 18 team. So that'll help us a bit. But yeah, we are in employment again. We are at Oxford City, and I will go through a pre-season here, and we'll be back in the next episode for our first game in charge of Oxford City down in the National League South, where we were with Peterborough, but with a team just getting into the league after being relegated from the National League. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like on it. Always good to see more likes and that people are enjoying them. Don't forget to leave any feedback you have in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to catch every episode that's posted now at Oxford City. Subscribing will make sure you catch all of them. They will be posted Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Irish time, and subscribing will get that notification for you. There is also a playlist on the channel if you want to catch up on how we got on at Peterborough Sports and how we've ended up here at Oxford City. So until the next episode, please take it easy.